Hi Pisces, I hope you're doing well. Okay, I needed a little bit more information here. And again, this is a general reading. It's not going to pertain to everyone. So I'm going to try to keep it as general as possible. But there are two variances that I see here, and I saw them in Virgo. And the irony is that I did Virgo first because I work like this, right? So that you can have the story to go with. And I just kept thinking of Pisces. But something just made me start with Virgo first. And I'm glad that I did, because the aftermath of this, I think how this is coming in is how that goes out. The good news is that it does settle itself back down, and it goes well. So whatever is going on in your life, I would suggest you watch that video as well. I'd also suggest that you watch the Cancer Capricorn videos as well, if you choose. I really think the story is kind of tied together here. Okay, so I pulled more cards from the back of the deck. And I have the Two of Cups, I have the Devil card, and I remember saying in the Virgo video, at least we didn't get the Tower card or the Devil card, right? Because it was a, you know, kind of a, I could feel the intensity, but with the Devil card, it would have made it harder for you to stop, right? But it didn't show up there, but it's showing up over here. And we have the Tower card, right? So this is just kind of saying here immediately for someone, and let me start with this one first. You really are over the moon for someone. Like someone really has you under their spell, and I mean that absolutely literally. Like you are enamored with this. So I think you can't quite figure out what it is about this person that you just can't shake, or what it is about this thing that you just can't shake. I really feel, though, honestly, that a time of truth is coming, and I think that there's empty words. Like when you force someone to say something, you're forcing them to say it. So it's a promise that you're forcing someone to say, or that someone feels like they're forced to say. But it would just be better if there was just some clear honesty, right? Like those are the words that you're kind of wanting to hear in here. But I just keep hearing that this is either a period of fear and hiding, or a time of triumph where the experience, you suddenly wake up and see clearly like what's really going on here. And I think that someone really has you by the kuyanas, and they're really, you're really mesmerized by this. And I normally don't say this, but people do it all the time. And you could feel it, and you would feel it. You would feel something in your stomach if someone was really trying to possess you, like really casting spells on you and things like that. You would feel it in your body. So if you're watching this and you're feeling that, know that that's what it is, and someone is playing you big time here. So don't feed into that, because I think it could cost you dearly. Okay, so that's what I've got about that. But the good news is, go watch the other video. Let's just concentrate here, though. We come in with the Seven of Wands. Okay. And we have the Five of Wands and the Seven of Coins. Someone's really thinking about something, whether they want to be involved in this, or whether they don't want to be involved in this, or whether they're going to go for this, or whether they're not. And it's funny because we have the Hermit card in here. And when I saw that card, and I usually don't get that reading, is I think that you're doing something where you're hiding what you're doing. So again, with the Devil card and the Tower card, it's like, and the Two of Cups, it's like something's really got you here and you want to entertain it, but you don't want it to be known by anyone. And that's kind of what I kind of feel for some of you in here. Okay. The Foundation card in here is the Sun card, which is great, and which is what I just said to you. I think that the realization of something comes out and it comes to light, and you're able to free yourself from whatever this is. All right. And what you are really hoping for here is the Fool card. Right? What I'm saying here, though, is that how I'm reading this, and given that I just did that other reading, I think you're going to jump into this regardless, because I don't think, in all honesty, you're going to be able to fight it off. I pray I'm wrong, but I mean, who knows? I shouldn't have even said that, because life experience is different for everyone. So maybe you're meant to experience that, right? And go through that. The good news is you come out fine. So whoever that is, or whatever you're doing, that's where you go with that. Okay, now what's coming up is the Hanged Man card. Okay, and this reading is going to play out because we're in this eclipse stuff. It's going to play out for a little bit. It's going to play out definitely for a lot longer than a month. Okay, so that's what I see here. I also see that this card also must have been under your deck and I didn't see it. We have the Four of Wands. This is also a card of moving forward. Your life will move forward here in a new lifestyle, new life kind of way. New projects, things go on from here. Okay. Now, how you see yourself is the World card, right? Whole, complete, how you go through world, how you go through life, like really just knowing the rhythm of how to go through life. And I think that that's fantastic. Now, your outside influences, how the world around you sees you, your persona, is the Ace of Wands. Okay. So who I'm reading for in here, and this is Pisces, you have really got some people lit on fire. Like they just think that you are the cat's meow. Now, your hopes and fears is the Hermit card. Okay. And the outbound card is the Knight of Swords. Okay. I think that what's happening here is, for most of you, you're debating whether you want to do something or not, right? The Five of Wands is kind of rising above something that you've done in the past and you're just not quite sure you want to do it again. And that's what you're weighing out with the Five of Coins. This could be any area of your life. You're weighing something out. I will say, I don't think these are new things. I think that what you're weighing out are the things in your life and how you've been living your life and how you can tweak them to make them better. There is an overall feeling here of someone who enjoys the day-to-day life. They are grateful in the day-to-day. They see the miracle in the day-to-day. They're not rushing ahead for anything, right? And that is a fantastic way to be. I think for other people in here, you are really dealing with some things about why certain actions don't happen, like why certain things don't pay out. But I will tell you this, patience pays off, because whatever you're doing at the pace that you're doing it, it's going to pay off here. So if you've got a business or you're looking for a job or you're trying to up your business, those things are coming. If you're looking for loans, if you're looking for money to come in or help from people or people to help you or good alliances, those are also coming in. I would say make yourself available so that people see you. They know what you're doing, right? Those kind of things, because I think that you get help for things. You're trying to get things off the ground. You're very ambitious. People see what you're doing. They're very allured. They're allured to you. You have an allure about you. I think your perspective on some things change and how you're living your life and how to change it to make it better for yourself, right? Maybe things that you've been doing haven't been the healthiest for you. But the Four of Wands is a foundation card. It's also saying that, you know, if you've been looking for a job, you will find one. If you've been trying to get a raise or something at your current job, it does. If a business you thought was failing, it can come back around. All these things can come up in here. They do come up in here, I should say. The Knight of Wands on the outbound is someone who is a worker. I think that it's someone who just doesn't quite understand why things work the way that they do, but they chip away at things little by little. And that becomes like the Knight of Coins, where things don't go really smooth, but they're secure in their life and they get where they're going in a timed manner. So what I think is that if you're looking to pull something forward here, if what you're debating is what I've been investing my time in, my money in, my energy in, is it something that I should continue to do, or do I need to tweak it in a certain way, or do I just need to leave it by the wayside, right? For some of you, this could be a job that you left and you're going to get another one here. Okay. But I will say, do some investigating into what it is that you really want to do, because you don't want to end up back in something that is just different in a little way, but still doesn't give you the great satisfaction. This is really weighing long-term things out and taking what you've got presently and pulling it forward. For some of you, you've got businesses and you're wondering if they're failing, or should I take a chance and pull it in this direction? If you choose to, and I'm not giving you any advice here, the cards are saying, and in Virgo it said to, if you pull your life in a certain direction, if you're looking to expand your business, if you're looking to change directions, you will have the resources there, you will have the alliances there, you will have people helping you there. Okay, so If that helps you at all, I hope that it does. The Seven of Wands coming in here is just really working hard at something, but you may not be seeing the results that you want. This is where the slow and steady and just being patient will pay off, because it will, for sure. There were many, many cards in the Virgo side of this, which is where this is going, that speak of peace in your mind. The decisions that you make, you're good with. There might not be the perfect ones, but you're in alignment with things. You're in alignment with people that are going in the same direction at you. You've got healthy, honest business partners, healthy, honest people in your life, right? And it's a healthy life. And that's what I've got. For others of you, there are fertility cards in here as well. So if you are looking to start a family, that's in here as well. It would be a great time for that. If you're looking, again, to expand anything in your life, now is also a very fertile time for that too. Okay. I'm going to say something here for people on the fence where you really feel like you're being, or you could be doing it, or it could be coming in through you. There is a very strong influence here of you being infatuated with something or someone. I think it's more someone, or maybe it's some kind of gambling thing, or some kind of whatever it is. You're skeptical about it, you're apprehensive about it, but I think someone talks you into it. I am not going to tell you what to do because you're an adult, but I will tell you, you come very close to losing a lot in your life if you don't get a handle on this. So this may really just pull you off your tracks, where you forget about your responsibilities in every area of your life because you're infatuated by this. And I will tell you, this is something where someone is kind of working something on you. So I would be very careful about that. And I can tell you from experience, you don't want to have a client come to you and tell you that this has been done, because you can feel it. And it takes a lot to remove that. So don't play with fire, I would say, that you are not willing to be burned for. Okay, but the good news is, on the other side, if that is what you're doing and it is your life, I'm not telling you what to do, you come out of it. But it could cost you something like your reputation, or it could cost you something more significant. The moral compass kind of needs to be your guide here. And I'm not preaching to you about anything. It's your life. I'm just saying this is what's standing in front of you. So if you've got this coming in and you're like, why can't I get this person off my mind? Or why am I infatuated by this? Or why can't I stop this thing? The Tower card part of the element comes in over here, which is kind of the warning shot of the Virgo side, right? The Two of Cups here is like, I feel like I've known this person forever. I love this person. I've only seen them for a day, but there's something about this person that I just can't get off my mind. Well, here comes the fun, right? And it probably will be. It will probably light your life up for sure. But the question I ask you here with this is, how severe do you want that to be? Because it could be taxing on your life to the point where you are so infatuated by this that you, again, are neglecting all the other responsibilities of your life. If you are a business owner in here or something like that, I would be conscious of this, not in that kind of arena, but more of in, know the people who you are aligning yourself with. Know the business partners, know the friends, know the people in your surroundings. Don't involve yourself here with people that you just have no, it's one thing to listen and discuss and go over things with, but then be conscious about and be honest with yourself about, is this a good alliance long-term for me? Or am I going to end up back where we are now, right? You're coming into things where there's large amounts of money, there's financial stability, there's wealth in your life, which means that health, joy, well-being, family, friends, your life is fantastic. It's grand. It's on a silver plate. So the question with that is, we want to focus on that and that kind of lifestyle. You don't get that kind of lifestyle being pulled by the allure of what glitters and is gold, because it's not. The slow and steady, the day-to-day is what's going to get you here where you're going, and you'll get there. I just think a change in perspective happens here. Like you take a pause for a minute and you reassess some things, and you're really thinking concretely about things. Give me a second. That's what I've got in a nutshell. There was just a little bit of a, and it can come out in any form, but there's a strong influence playing out through here of just a lot of, there's just a lot of upheaval. And I think what's leaving are the things in our life that might be fun for a minute, like a sparkler, right? But when it burns out, you're standing in the pitch dark. You know what I mean? You don't want to have a short-term thing that's, and I say like an obsession kind of thing, right? Because that's not balanced. It's not going to be sustainable. And when that fire leaves, you're going to have to look at the carnage of your life is basically where it's going. But for others of you, your life you've been trying to pull a business forward. You've been trying to get your life on track. Like if you've been day to day really putting your all into the things that you're doing, those things are going to revive themselves. If you've been having business trouble, if you've been having trouble with a job, getting a job, got laid off from a job, your financials, all of those things are turning. So stay the course, stay the straight and narrow on this. We've got 2 7s in here. And I want to say, anytime a 7 shows up, if there's any kind of problem, it's not internal, it's on the material. So change a plan, change how you're doing something, change how you're looking at something, pause for a minute, look at those things, get some maybe outside help to look at those things, assess those things. You've got, if you're needing a loan, if you're needing a business consultant or things like that, you will do it. You will do it, and that's the proper way to go. But your businesses are not failing. Even if you think they are, they will recover. I'm not giving you any advice, but I'm saying there's ample cards through both of those readings, Virgo and Pisces, that your businesses will revive. There are things to do there. You've just got to look at something in a different way, do something in a little bit of a different way, tweak some things in a little bit of a different way, and that's what I've got. I hope that I helped you in some way. These energies are insane and they are showing up in the cards, but they're showing up in the cards because we need to hear them sometimes. Sometimes, we just do things that are working counterproductive to where we're trying to go. And unless we even know that, sometimes we don't know that. Sometimes we don't know we have obsessions. Sometimes we don't know that this isn't how people do things. Sometimes we don't know that this isn't normal. Sometimes we don't know that being tired all the time, everyone looks tired all the time, it's not normal, so you want to re-swizzle these things. Conscious efforts, long-term planning. You've got major cards in here that speak of success on any area in your life that you're wanting to do. And not just success, you're comfortable there. There's solidity there. There's safety there. There's security there. There's the love of the people around you there, right? And for some of you too that are getting yourself into a bit of a predicament in another area, you'll come out of this, and people that are your friends, they're going to support you regardless, right? Regardless of what you did, regardless of how it looks on the outside. We all do things sometimes that we regret. That's part of life, but we learn from all of them. So I would say that's what I've got. I think your influence on a day-to-day too for people in general in this reading, your influence is like you are really alluring to people. They're really drawn to you. They really look to you. They look up to you, and they really think that you are quite magnetic. So I hope that helps in some way too. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope that I helped you.